What's up, YouTube? It's John here from 254 Cycle Salvage. Told you I'd be bringing y'all some videos on some of the little jobs and builds I do. Today, I've got this old 1600 Nomad Classic. This was a theft recovery, picked up from a local impound company. It's got some pretty good parts on it. I'll be getting this stuff dismantled and we getting put on my eBay store, 254 Cycle Salvage. Anyway, so I have a hobby, as you all know, and that is race bikes. And every now and then I'll take one of these salvage bikes that I've picked up and turn it into a toy. And about a week ago I picked up a 600 Suzuki Katana, and I decided we're gonna make this a dirt tracker. So far I've got a little work done into it. Got the carbs pulled right now. The tank was cleaned up pretty good. First got it, clicked the key over, jumped it off, shot that thing with some ether, and she fired right up. So, without further ado, I will show you my latest creation I'm working on. Alright, so went from the factory mode to a set of over-the-top Renthal MX bars. Now this concept works out pretty good. Now these bikes come factory with punch outs. So what you do is you remove these deals here, install your risers after you've adjusted your shocks, your forks, tighten up that triple tree real good, lock tight. Put a little set of say 1.5 inch risers. These are 7/8 on 1 inch risers. So what I had to do is cut up an old license plate and make some spacers. So it's good and solid now. And again, this is nothing pretty. It's a salvage bike that I picked up, and we're gonna take it through the field and beat the shit out of it. Another salvage junk part, old Brock's Performance. This airbox has a one of those big Canon Racing Performance air intake cones on it. So the plan is here, I've got a couple of single seats that I can fabricate to make fit on here. This whole end is going to get chopped, and we're going to end up doing some fab work, because Katanas, they have a ridiculously stupid tail on them. So all this is going to end up coming off, do a single, and we'll do a deck on the back of this. Now with this being an oil-cooled bike, I think what I'm going to end up doing is probably gutting out an old set of like computer tower fans. I'm going to mount them to the front of this so it's got some pretty good airflow, because these GSX F-style motors are oil-cooled, so you got to make sure you got that oil cooled down. This is off of a Harley Davidson Dyna Fat Bob. These are the factory brake lines that come with the bike. The factory ones that were on this originally, as you can see, are really short. So they had to get changed out. So I called a very good friend of mine who owns a local shop in this area, All Make Cycle. He is, I believe he's the only performance motorcycle shop in the Killeen, Fort Hood area. That's Fort Hood, Texas. It's the largest Army installation in the U.S. So he gets a lot of customers. He has, I think, like 3 dynos now, and he knows his stuff. So he told me, hey John, the bike isn't road legal. If we take it to test and tune, you're gonna be in the dark, literally. So why don't you take it over, we'll put it on the drum and we'll run it. And we're gonna see how you do on this thing, man. I mean, even if it's kind of running out like crap, it's a 600cc motorcycle that is going to have really knobby tires on it. He's already told me, he's like, you're gonna be murdering people out there on the field races anyway, so. And this is all going back to where I started this salvage hobby of mine. Revival Cycles in Austin, Texas. You need to check those guys out, type it up. It's Revival Cycles of Austin, Texas. They host one of my favorite motorcycle rallies in Little River Academy, Texas. It's called the Twist Off. You got dirt bike races, you've got track races, and I saw a lot of guys with little beat up little jet bikes like this that they picked up for a few $100. Put some knobby tires on it. They were romping them around the field. They had a blast. So I'm very pleased with how everything's going so far. I feel very blessed. Today's a great day. It's a Monday. Gonna get some stuff built and have some fun. But in order to keep this hobby going, still requires work, still requires money. So this is where I'm out picking up old abandoned motorcycles from local shops and private property owners. And I can turn this into money so I can put parts on that bike. The one you see next to it is a 96 Suzuki Katana 600. Now, both of these motorcycles run, and when I got them, they'd been sitting for a while. I'm pretty sure I dumped a shitload of water out of one of the tanks. But anyway, so the set of carbs I'm gonna show you is off of a 1996 Suzuki Katana 600. Wish I had before pictures, but we got these cleaned up pretty good. Just got to make a few more sales on eBay, and I can get these rebuild kits, because this is nasty, man. It's mind-boggling if you can see that. Let's see, come on, focus camera, focus, get with me. Yeah, I'm doing this off my phone, so. Haven't been on YouTube that much. I don't have all that fancy stuff yet, like GoPros. And anyway, a lot of these gasket rings and stuff are just dry rotted and just beat the hell. Luckily, the diaphragms are in good shape, the diaphragm membrane. So we're doing pretty good there. So you're at a stop at one part in your shop, move on to something else. Just this is at a halt, okay? Nice, neat, organized. It's been busy. I actually just sent a set of vintage carbs to a a 1981 Honda CB 750. Just sent them off to Italy. And it's not a fun process, but he paid, he could have paid more, we'll put it like that. So I made some profit off it. Yeah, if you guys are looking for vintage, late model, Japanese motorcycles, that's mostly what I specialize in. And hit me up on my eBay page. Check out what I'm selling. You can hit me up here. Message me. You know, hit that like, subscribe button. Yeah, so I've got Suzuki's, I've got some Hondas, I've even got some Hayaosungs, Kawasaki's, if I didn't already say that. I really enjoy doing this, but I'd love to hear from y'all. If you have anything you'd like to see, and hit me up. Again, I'm John from 254 Cycle Salvage. Thank you for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button.